Hello, everyone, and welcome back for episode 21 of Xadrai Plays Feed the Beast Guys 2. We're just at the moment creating some Nyada crystals. We've done a few things between episodes. I'll catch up with those all here in a moment. We're almost done. We were only going to do 16. We also did the blazing crystals. And we're gonna try this netherite furnace turned into a generator thing that I've heard about. Currently, we're going to try to use fuel efficiency, so the fuel should last twice as long, but the 25% of the power is lost. I might switch it to the speed one, which consumes it faster, but gives more RF a tick. I just want to see how much RF this is going to make before really deciding what we're going to do. To make some of these things, steel rod cast, I was just throwing blaze powder in here, getting some blaze rods. Put them away now. Just this way, okay. So this is getting full. So just compacting drawers for all the different metals. And lapis, and we get 2 extra. Haven't decided, there's 2 more slots as well. I mean, there's plenty of slots. It's just, all we're doing here is extracting from that, using a laser node into a controller access point. This laser node is also engine on, hover on. Get out of here. Come on. It's also connected to, it was further than 8 blocks, so I put one in the middle. To this laser node, to this laser node, which is, no, this one, which is just pulling out of the, I guess we're full in the drawer of that, so it won't pull anymore. Hadn't thought of that. I'll either need to put an upgrade in that or avoid upgrading that, one or the other. Okay, oh yeah, I finally set up all the different essences from ours that I was aware of. Threw some source jars nearby and made 1 of each. But these don't get consumed, so you can just permanently set it up, and whenever you need one of that type, just come over and throw a source gem in. And over there we can generate source gems by throwing lapis in. This is my horse. His name is Ed. He somehow needs to eat, even though he's a skeleton. I don't know why it happened, but during a thunderstorm, 4 skeletal riders spawned and attacked me. I managed to keep 1 of the horses alive. That felt like a little bit of lag. That's interesting. Okay, so before doing the generator, I wanted to make a new ender cell that because the other ones I don't know they're going to be capable of receiving the amount of power that I think this might gen. Alright? So we need another ender cell. Helps me spell it correctly. So I'd like to go. I'm gonna go Niotic, I think. But I would really like to go to Spirited. Just don't think. I don't know. It's the power needed to convert it. That's the problem. So we'll start with Niotic. Oh, I don't need the previous ones to do that? Is that only a thing for basics? No. I don't know. So yeah, we'll go directly here. We eye bender, dielectric casing this. I do not know why there's music playing right now. And to think about it, let me turn that off because I don't know if that's copyrighted material or not. Jukebox sounds. Yeah. I doubt it. It's probably unique, but just in case, no one wants to get hits. What? People yelling at them because you're doing stuff they don't want you to do. Alright, so let's go make 2 of these. I was going to do more of this off camera, but I came to the realization that I already did quite a bit off camera, so that maybe I should come back for some of this, because I'd already set up all those essences. I'd already set up these drawers. In here on channel 1. I added the previous battery that I had my Curios out, the 4 million, plus we added there was already a 4 million from the start, and we added a hardened, which was 10 million. So, and this is, I think we went down to about 7 million with all those crafts in the backup. So, we set that up, and I enabled the third. We got a third water wheel in the last episode. I just added that one to the mix. How much is generating right now? Oh, the wind is not strong. I've seen it as high as 47, but that's as high as I've seen it. We're gonna set up for automation for this when at some point. It's in my plans. It's on my list. Let's get back to creating the ender cell. Is it really the same just to go to Spirited? It's just. And what about Nitro? Oh, can't go to Nitro, but we can go to Spirited. Let's do it. We only need 4, I think. It's a lot of power, but I mean, we know it should be able to handle the in-out then. Yeah, that's 1 million. That's all. With these, that's still a basic. That's going to take a minute. I'll pause the recording and come back in a sec. Okay, and this is just about done, but we're sputtering on power because we've absolutely decimated it. I decided to make 12 instead of 4. I think you need 6 to make a set of cables. If I am remembering correctly why I chose 6, I'm not exactly. Not 100%. I know I did it for a reason. I don't remember why. I think it was the cables. Is it the cables? Or we did want to make ender gates, so that's why we need cables. Spirited cables. He takes 2, and this, which takes 4. Yeah, okay. That's why. Guess that only takes 10, not 12. But I guess we have 2 extra. I picked up those 2, the diamond and the emerald gears. I didn't break them. I put them in cardboard boxes. But we're going to flicker on power for a moment until these all fill back up. They all each hold 40k, which looks like it's already full. And then each one of these machines need to back up again, which looks like they have. There we go. We should be good. So let's put this in here. And that in there. Oh yeah, we're good. Creeper scare spawned. Like just before I turned the camera back on. I wish I'd turned it on a minute sooner. I don't even think it was a minute. Okay, so we wanted the spirited. This guy. Is it cell? No, it's ender cell, not energy cell. Okay. And then we want spirited cables. Oh. Get a set of those made while we can. Okay. We still have 2 left over. And we want to make the ender gates for spirited. Okay. Now, where do I want to set this guy? Because he's going to need an export bus. We could go under. Worry about that after. Okay, so just the cell. Channel 1 still has 18 million. Set the furnace on top. Put these augments in it. Okay. So I wanted to first try it with copper. What does 1 copper give us? Holy cow, that burned quick. How is this doing? Look at it go. Look at it go. Copper is supposed to be 10,000? Uses. Where'd it go? As a generation. It's supposed to give 10,000 RF. But then you include the add-on we put in there. This one. Fuel efficiency. So it cooks slower, so less RF per tick. which should give twice as much RF. So we should be getting 20,000 RF, if I understand that correctly, from each piece of copper. And we have so much copper, that's why I chose copper. And if we just export bus into this, that's going to burn to that quick, isn't it? What if we burnt a diamond? It's supposed to be 500,000, so to me that would mean it was going to be 1 million. Can we see this? Yeah, that's jumping fast, and when this isn't running, it does not load that fast. So. I mean, diamond does take a long time to burn, too. Huh. What do emeralds do? Emeralds are only 125,000. I guess they're easier to get if you set up villager trading and stuff. But another... Okay, so that's done now. But it did give us a big boost. I don't know. I might have went overkill. Who knows? I had the netherite, so why wouldn't I? Ooh, I need to eat. Anything left in my chest? No. Have I leveled that up yet? No, he's only 74,000. This one requires nether stars, and we're not there yet. How do you make these? Oh, and a block of those. Yeah, we're nowhere near that. That's endgame. Well, endgame for that mod. What about solar panels? Doesn't really say. Four of those and 2 infused alloys. One of these ones. Infused alloys. We have to get a mechanism. We might do. Well, we have to get a mechanism at some point soon. Okay. Let's get back to my plan. Okay, so. I'm gonna put that in my backpack for now. Okay, so I want to get my next scoop. So we want to go to Shadow Post Blue. Oh, not that one. Boy, Jimmergoo. So one of the reasons I set up all those instances is I was setting this one up. So the only thing we don't have now is endstone. However, we can now craft endstone because we can also craft conjuration essences. I only got one right now, so we only can get 8, but that's plenty to get the void shimmer here. which opens. We're never going to need this go anymore. Or that one. So we'll just... It just feels like a bad spot here. Oh, we'll put it back here. Alright, so we have to feed it either ender pearls or a chorus. Yeah. And I think we're getting ender pearls in the farm. We are. Ooh, shift and scroll down, you can get one. You didn't know that, because I did not, and I just found out by accident. So we got that, we got the goo. We're doing that for the Celesta gems. And the reason we're doing that is we want to make a Celesta gem pickaxe. And we want to finally get this drops teleporter running. Nice. Let's just... Alright, that should be enough for now. Plus... Pickaxe. Okay. Is that gadgets or is that just our things? It's just our things. We need the... Or did he put that into the smithing table? Put that in the smithing table, didn't he? Where do I want to do this? Down here by some of these? Okay. So now we just need to shift click on an inventory. Why not this one? What's it making again? The uranite, which I will need to put into a compacting drawer. Yep. Cool. So now we need dire. We want the advanced block breaker. It's a simple, made this simple earlier. Oh, make 3 of these. Oops, we made a stack. Oh well. Wasn't a real oops, I did that on purpose, but. Okay. And I need to... I didn't think this through enough, but... Is that backwards? Yep. Oh. I thought it faced that way when I hit shift, but it didn't. Okay. Now, you're gonna go in there. You're only gonna break not deny list, allow a list, filter by item, random night shards. Okay, let's do the area. Where's the show area button? Oh, render area is turned on. Front of it? Oh, it's not. Render area. Okay, so let's go on the X -1. Nope. On the Z. Okay. And then we'll go radius of 2. How does that look? That'll catch anything that falls in that area. For sure. Okay, we don't need to render area anymore. Now, if we just take one of these gates, which is massive overkill for this. Let's see if it's actually putting it over here. It is. Huh. Nice. I don't know why I'm so happy with that. It's like uses on them. We need to blast them into your randomite itself, the geord. I mean, I could just set up another fan and bulk blast these and then import them. Because uses on this, does it condense? It does. But we could put that in a condensing drawer. Yeah. So I'll probably set that up in the basement here. I'm probably going to dig out underneath this with this so that I can set up. I want to set up the sand one that I was talking about, and now I want to set up this as well. Then once we have uraninite, then we have the redstone from the farm. We have the coal from the first generation. We'll have the uraninite from this new one. And we have the coolant in the mineral. I think we're ready to go reactor. So let's just take a look at what that's going to take before we... So where are the reactor? So if we wanted a spirited reactor, we need 36 blocks. Okay. That's a lot of... But we're generating more power now, and I can throw some diamonds in that thing to get it going. But we need the niotic reactors in order to get the spirited ones. And the blazing... Oh, it's one of these trails. But we only need to make 36. And we could probably stop at one point and... Okay. Does the basic require starters? Yes, it does. Okay. Okay. I am not doing that manually. we are going to craft our first at, let me find craft. Oh, yellow one, just a crafter. Why do you have to have 1,000 variants of colors show up when you search for this stuff? Just make it known you're allowed to dye it. It makes it difficult to find the actual recipe. I think I just moused over all of them. No, it's way up here. Oh, I don't have a... I thought I had made a bunch of those a while back. Right, I don't have that in the compacting drawer. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm gonna put redstone in a compacting drawer so I can easily do this crafting. I'm gonna set up a crafter and then all the recipes to get through to the spirited tier of the reactor casings. And we'll pick that up in the next episode. I'm also gonna set up the sand and the smelting of the uraninite gears. Okay. All right, I want to thank y'all for watching. If you could, just give us a subscribe and a like. But if you didn't like the video, it's okay to give a dislike as well. But either way, please leave a comment down below. I want y'all to have a blessed day. Goodbye.